Hello folks and welcome to another Let's Play. Oh boy, I'm really digging these guys so far. Today I'll be playing a game called Dreaming Mary, which some of you may have heard of. It's another RPG Maker game, but this one is a little more involved than There's a Picture. Don't let this menu screen fool you. This is actually a very dark game. Though it won't seem that way today. This game has 4 endings, and if you get all 4 endings, you get a bonus surprise. So we're gonna do every single ending. And I'm gonna warn you right now, this game has some, it has themes of rape and sexual abuse. Yeah, it does. So if you're triggered by stuff like that, you might wanna exercise caution. The game does never gets explicit about it, but if you know what it's talking about, then you know. You'll see in a minute what I mean. So, no more talking, let's just start. New game. This is the first in a series. The next game is currently being in development. I don't know what it's called. Don't remember. You can look it up. Mari. Always remember that you can do anything in your dreams if you try. You can change your life through your dreams. You have that kind of power. Find the key that turns dreams into reality, and the entire world will open up for you. But Mari, be careful. If you fall too far into your dreams, you won't ever wake up. So with those words, we open the game. So this is Mary, our main character. And if you listen close, you probably can't hear it that well, but we actually get the creator of the game, Accha, who hosts a radio show, and she'll tell you some stuff about the dream and such. Most people will just skip over the radio voice without listening, but if you play this game, you need to listen to the radio voice all the way through, because she says some pretty important stuff, but we don't have time for that now. So here are the controls. I'm going to go ahead and save. As you can see, I've played this game quite a bit. 5-7 is good. So, we're in here, in a bedroom, and this is Mary's dream. It's very pink and colorful and deceiving. Let's try the door. Door's locked. There's a flower. There's a vase with a pretty white flower in it. 2 of the petals have fallen off. Take the flower. Yup. Now, some people might be remembered of a much more famous RPG Maker game called Eve, in which you have a flower and the petals serve as your life meter. The petals on Mary's flower in this game don't really serve as her life meter, but they do serve as a meter of how well you're playing the game. So the more petals you lose, the worse you're doing. And unfortunately, to get the first ending, we have to lose all of Mary's petals, which is fine. No, it's not. But, let's see if we can find that key now. There's something on the bed. It's chocolate. Let's eat that. Ow, there's something hard inside. Got the gold leaf key. So, keeping in mind what I said about this game being about what it's about, and you could already kind of see the symbolism. Mary gets a lily, which is a symbol of purity in a lot of media, and it's kind of an archetypal thing. I believe lilies are associated with the Virgin Mary, I think. Might want to check me up on that. And the first thing you do in the game is put something hard and unpleasant in your mouth. So, there's that. So we have a hallway with these doors. They're quite nice. So if you click on one, you'll hear a voice on the other side. There's a large white door. You can hear someone humming in the room behind it. There's a large blue door. You can hear someone reading aloud. Now, one thing that kind of scared me about this game in particular is the voice acting. There isn't a whole lot, but occasionally you hear like voices saying things to you when you're not expecting it, and if you're first time you're playing and you're not expecting the darker elements, it can be pretty shocking. Let's go in this door. You see a bunny friend. Now let's talk to her. Oh my, hello there, Mary. How do I know you? Why, that's silly. Are you saying you don't remember me? Yes. Oh my, well you were very small when we first met. It's no wonder. Well, my name is Benilda. I'm the maid of your dreams, tee-hee. If you don't remember me, I bet you don't remember anyone else, do you? That's alright. To get started, why don't you go visit Penguindle in the room next door? So, she's got 2 statues here. Let's see what this one says. The statue has engraving on its foot. The gold fruit is a prize for the winner. This one says, the red fruit is death's temptation. I'm sure it's nothing. Go to the next room. And here's Penguindle. He is a penguin. Mary, is that you? Why, what a surprise. It's been years, hasn't it? You've certainly grown since we last met. Would you like to read some books? Feel free to look around. This is your dream, after all. You ought to go say hello to Foxanne when you're done. She'll be ecstatic to know that you're here again. Go toddle along now. I apologize in advance for my... Well, not in advance, for my incredibly bad British accent. Let's see this book here. Sleeping Beauty, page 3. Finally, she came to an old tower. A narrow stairway led up to it. Blech. Being curious, she climbed up until she came to a door. There was a small yellow key in the door. She turned it, and the door sprang open. She found herself in a small room where an old woman sat splitting flax. Okay, so at first, like everything else in this game, that seems pretty innocent. Like, oh, look, there's a book with Dreaming Mary. I mean, there's a book with Sleeping Beauty and a game about a little girl who's having a dream. How delightful. Haha. But, the version of that story is a very specific version that maybe I'll look at a little bit later once we've talked to Foxanne. Mary? Mary, is that you? Wow, look at you. Growing up on me, huh, kid? Can't believe you haven't stopped to visit these past years. You're not leaving again anytime soon, kiddo. Not if I can help it. You should go talk to Boris first. Then we can play some games together, like in the old days. Just go down the stairs at the end of the hall. You can't miss that door. It's the only one after mine. Okay, well, she says it's the only door, so that must be the only door. What was that? I'm sure it was nothing.
Wait, don't go there yet.
Did you guys hear that? I'm sure it's nothing. Let's go. Let's go talk to Boris, because that's what Foxanne said to do, right? So this is Boris's area, and he's got an area all to himself, and he's got some pretty ominous music here. Oh, Mary, sweetheart, you're back. I missed you, darling. Isn't this place beautiful? And it's all for you, dear. For tonight, why don't you go play with the others? We can have our own special time later. All right, sweetie? So, probably the alarm bells are already going off in your head, but, it's fine. It's really fine. It's not fine. So you can go back to Mary's room at any time and turn the radio back on if you want. And Accha will say some more things. Plot relevant, but we don't have time for that yet. I'll post a separate video with all the radio dialogue later, I think. So let's go talk to Benilda. Play those games that Foxanne was talking about.
Oh, Mary, welcome back. Are you having fun in your dream, teehee? Say, if you're not busy, could you help me? I can't figure out how to arrange these statues.
Sure, I'll help.
Yay, thanks so much. You see, there's actually a story behind these statues. 2 goddesses fell in love with the same man, and they spent years fighting for him. One of the goddesses was the queen of the underworld. The other was the goddess of love. Please help me show the story with the statues.
Now, I didn't get this first time I played this game, because I'm not that familiar with Greek mythology, but she's actually referring to the myth of Adonis, the god of love. And the story is that Adonis was found as a baby by Aphrodite, and she fell in love with him, even though he was a baby, and raised him. And Persephone, the queen of the underworld, she said, also fell in love with him. So they worked out a thing where Aphrodite would get him for a third of the year, and Persephone would get him another third of the year, and then Adonis would choose who he spent his time with in the rest of the year. So, yep, they spent years fighting for him, and all 3 of these statues are real works of art. Like, I've seen this statue of Adonis with the boar. It's actually a pretty famous statue. But, and Adonis is killed by a boar, is in a story that has incestual subtext and, child grooming. So, keep that in mind. Let's look at more of Sleeping Beauty. What are you doing here? What are you doing there? Said the princess. I'm spinning, my child, said the old woman. This is very pretty. How do you do it? Give it to me, that I may see if I can do so. She picked up the spindle, but no sooner did she touch it than she pricked herself with it, and then fell down into a deep sleep. Welcome back, Mary. Oh, so you managed to help Benilda. That's very nice of you. Since you're here, would you mind lending me a hand too? Yes. Excellent. Thank you for your assistance. I read a book by an author named Williams a while ago. It was about a stuffed rabbit. Unfortunately, I can't remember what it looked like. Could you find it and tell me what color it is? So he's talking about the Velveteen Rabbit, and if you look on his shelf back here, there's a bunch of books here. And Penguindle's game, you have to describe the books that he asked for. Here we go. The Velveteen Rabbit by Marjorie Williams, and it said it was yellow. So let's tell him the color. Describe book. You know what color the book is? Now, out of all of Mary's animal friends, Penguindle is the only one you can actually trust. All the others are either lying to her or working against her or have something creepy about them. Yeah, Boris seems obvious, but actually you can't trust Foxanne and Benilda either, even though it seems like you can. After all, Foxanne is the one who told you to go to Boris's place. After a time, it happened by chance that the king was out hunting and passed that way. When the king beheld Y, who seemed to be enchanted, he believed that she was asleep, and he called her, but she remained unconscious. Crying aloud, he beheld her charms and felt his butt course hotly through his veins. He lifted her in his arms, carried her to a bed where he gathered the first fruits of love. Yes, really. That is a real version of the story, folks. Page 6. Now Y conceived 2 bew ultra, 1 boy and both nary. Don't worry about it, folks. I'm sure it's fine. It's fine. It's really fine. It's fine. It's fine. It's so not fine. So that's a real version of the story where Sleeping Beauty gets raped in her sleep and conceives and gives birth to twins. And the twins, searching for milk, suck on her finger and then suck out the bit of the spindle that she got stuck, waking her up. Oh, fairy tales. Hey there, kiddo. What's up? You been hanging out with Benilda and Gwendol? Hey, what about me, huh? Alright, let's play a game. You up for it? Yes. Great. We'll just play a game of hide and seek. I'll hide somewhere in this room and you'll have to find me. For this round, you get 45 seconds. Just talk to me again when you're ready. Now, 45 seconds is a lot of time to find Foxanne in this tiny space, especially since she's not very far. She's right here. Oh? Hey, you found me. Nice work. Good job, kid. Let's play another round some other time. Now, you're actually not ready to play Boris's game yet. You gotta play everybody else's game twice before you can do Boris's thing. So let's go talk to Benilda again. Yay.
Oh, Mary, you're back. I've been looking for you. Do you think you could help me with the statues again? Yay, great. You see, the statues are each supposed to be holding something. One has a flower, one has a red fruit, and one has a gold fruit. The thing is, I don't know which statue is supposed to hold what. Please match them for me.
Okay, so remember what the statue said earlier? The gold fruit is a prize for the winner. And the red fruit is death's temptation. Now you actually need to ask Benilda about the story again so that you know which gets what.
The 2 goddesses fought over the man for years, and because of them, he was slain and taken to the underworld. To honor him, the goddess of love mixed his blood with nectar, making flowers bloom. Please help me show the story with the statues.
So Adonis died, so he gets the red fruit because it's death's temptation. The goddess of love, Aphrodite here, gets the flower because she made the flowers bloom. And Persephone, who is the god of the underworld, is the winner because he's now in her realm. So she gets the gold fruit.
Yay, I think you got it. Great work, Mary. I'm really glad I asked you for your help. Teehee.
Talk to her again. That's the last game.
This place looks so pretty, Mary.
Okay, so I think we have time for Pen and Gwendol's game before I have to call it quits for the night. Let's see. There are so many books to enjoy. What a time to be alive. Say, Mary, would you mind looking up some more books for me? Just 2. They've been bothering me for quite a while, but I haven't found the time to look for them myself. Yes, wonderful. First book I'd like you to find is a white book with stories that have morals. Can you tell me who wrote it? He's talking about Aesop's Fables. If I remember right, I think it's over here. No, that's not it. Here we go. Aesop's Fables. So the writer is Aesop. Did you find out who wrote that book? Who was the author? I don't know why there's lowercase letters if you're only supposed to use capital, but whatever. Aesop. Ah, yes, that's correct. Great work, Mary. The other book is a green book by an author whose name begins with an S. Could you remind me of the title? The Giving Tree by Shel Silverstein. I love that book as a kid. Why, that's right. Thank you, Mary. You can do it if you try, you see? I suppose that's it. I'll return to reading now. You're free to look around as much as you want, however. If you talk to him again, he says, the angel led her to the land of bright lights and sunshine. And that's all the time we have for tonight, folks. We'll finish up with Foxanne's game tomorrow, Boris's game, and then the first ending to this thrilling saga that is Dreaming Mary. Until then, I will see you next time.